Hi everyone, this is Ayana Hita. I want to talk about twin flames today. And for this subject, I thought I need to stand up. So, this is really not an easy video for me because I think everyone who has gone through this kind of process knows it's not easy, knows it is very spiritual and very divine. Something out of this world. And it really is because we're not living in the kingdom of heaven, we are living on earth. So, experiencing such love and unconditional love is a huge deal. It was to me when I experienced it. So, first off, I want to say it is a spiritual journey, it is a healing journey, it is not a romantic love process journey, and I will explain why. So, what it actually is you stemmed from the same soul and went off into two opposite directions in life, exactly like opposites. For example, I am a spiritual person, a good person, empathic person. He is a bad empathic person, narcissistic, so to speak. Um, but a good mind reader and stuff too. It's not like, I don't know, like empathic. He is intuitive. Um, but very materialistic. I'm not. Very honest person I am, and truthful and all about the truth. He lies constantly and doesn't care less or about what other people think about telling the truth or not, and like really opposite. So even in a way, you want to live and he wants to live, it's completely different. Like he's about family and kids. I'm not, and I'm about traveling, exploring the world, kind of type of person. I'm a free spirited person. There, he is a control freak. I'm free spirited, go with the flow. I am an artist most of the time, and complete opposite. This person is controlling, materialistic, and money driven. I don't care much about money. I care about my well being in life. And I know the worth of living. And it doesn't stem from money. So, you tell me how a romantic relationship would be possible. And I tell you it's not, and I tell you why it's not. Not just because of the polarities. It is also not possible because you are on a spiritual journey which you cannot possess. You cannot own the other person. It's a divine connection. And the peoples that claim to do it, I don't know. I don't believe them. And I saw them on YouTube, for example. Saw them on there, and they were not even having the energy between them. Because when you are in contact next to your twin flame, it is like being on LSD, on ecstasy. You barely can talk to each other sometimes because the energy is so great. Tell me one of these people on YouTube having that type of energy between them. No, they don't. And they just know a lot about that stuff. But guiding you to the wrong direction. I find it really cruel, honestly, because people want to know the truth today, especially going through a process like that. It's painful, it's healing, and the support and the health system out there is not confirming the truth. So I have to say you really should get to an agreement with your twin flame partner to really enjoy this journey, to really enjoy the time and the moments together. Because I think, and I experienced it, there's a heart chakra opening, Kundalini awakening. I mean, the energy and the vibration of it, the frequency, you can honestly not take it in the beginning, it's so strong. But then you kind of get adjusted to it. But at the beginning part, it's like extreme good, extreme bad. It goes up and down till you kind of find the balance in it, right? So, explain most of what I wanted to say. And now I can tell you the universe really works on the balance way. And this journey is about finding your middle ground, compromising, finding through that your own balance inside to center to the middle of you what is balanced and be highly awakened person. So to me, I wrote this book series, Followed My Star, many years ago. It took me like 7 years though to write it. I would say I wrote it 10 years ago. Last book, finished it, and all three together took me like 7 years. And the third book is The Philosophy. And it is based on a philosophy about world peace, how we can achieve it. And the twin flame journey that I experienced in the end reaffirmed everything that I wrote in the books. It showed me the polarity, it showed me the balance. I talk a lot about balancing things in the books in all aspects of life, relationships, politics, economy, how everything works on balance. And how we can stabilize our world today with this kind of philosophy. So the middle ground is the solution in everything. Like you think back and forth, opposites. Find a solution in the middle about it. Decision making, I believe, should be done this way. I approached it this way in my own life. And believe it or not, I found the best way it truly is. And it is a path where you have to realize it fits you. You don't have to fit it. It's not like a religion or a philosophy that you're trying to adjust to. It is a philosophy that knows, works with the universe in the field of it becoming you. Your wishes and manifestations, you're realizing who you really are and manifesting who you truly are in this world. And by that, you're centering to the middle and the connection to the universe. By balancing each ourselves at first. It talks about relationships, it talks a lot about politics and economy of it too. And how even nature works in that sense with the balance. For example, we don't like the temperature cold or hot. We are most comfortable with the temperature warm. That's the middle. The opposites in politics and such are there today because they're opposites. And the middle ground, I don't know if they ever achieve it. It's really crazy sometimes because they don't understand this kind of philosophy and how the universe works. But it would be compromising in the middle. The ideas are there, they're great, but find yourself in the middle and compromise. I don't know what kind of crazy kindergarten show we have in government today. And I mean everywhere, but I live in the US. But, which has a big impact in the world. So I know about many other countries and politics in those countries too. I grew up in Germany, for example. I know European um, capitalism, socialism concept too. And I wrote in my books about it too. So the first book is about about my life, and also about how I came to the U.S. The second book is about politics here compared to Germany, from the U.S. to Germany, and what is a better solution there. And I tell you a lot about both systems, especially about the German system, where it's really thought through. It's great in most ways, but they lack in things like having less rules, bureaucracy, and more freedom like the US would have. It is really a good comparison, because these two countries are quite opposite, but the European Germany is the top country in Europe compared to the one in the world of, for example, US, which I think is not a world country in many ways. But that's another subject. I'm not trying to offend anyone right now. It's not the number one country to me. I'm a believer in the world without borders, without countries in general. I'm just coming up with, not really coming up with it, but yeah, a philosophy that is in the middle of these two countries, where they need to learn from each other. And I think that would be the greatest government system in the world to achieve. When they really will talk to each other, look at each other, and compromise in the middle, because there are great systems established there. And it's not communism. Some people think social capitalism is communism. What I can really laugh about, and I would like some people more educated about it. And I wrote in all of it in the books, so it would be one book to read for you to understand most of it. And that is the political aspect. Then there's the economical aspect too. I don't want to give everything away, but yeah, the middle class is the most important class. We could get rid of the rich class and the poor class. But if we get rid of the middle class, everything would collapse. And unfortunately, in 2021, we are watching it happening in front of our eyes. And that means collapse big time. If the middle class disappears and there's just rich and poor, forget about this world. I'm frightened about it. So I hope you read my book, and we can make a difference together in this world. And it's called Followed My Star, and it's by A.R. Nahita. I have a link below and my website below. And this is quite a lot of chatter today. And I leave you here with that, and have a great day.